I've taken you to an old abandoned pardon me, train. That's the old water container, I think. The old water tank, I don't know what they call them. I'm not a train expert, I wouldn't have a clue. It contains water for the engine. The engine isn't here, as you can see. But there is a whole lot of engines that have been saved. But a lot of this is just going to end up probably being burnt. If you're a train enthusiast, you'll probably be loving it. This is an old line. I'll go and take you to have a look at this station in a minute. This is an old line from Dorrigo in New South Wales, northern New South Wales, to Grafton that was closed. And this was an old, I think they call it a terminal for the trains. As you can see, that big space probably might have been more track here, but going up in there I think was a bit of track. That carriage I think was I think you said 1902 for that carriage. Unfortunately there's not a great deal left of it, which is a bit odd. It's all falling down. A bit sad. Not much left at all of the fixtures. And it was here a while ago, but I've taken it into my head don't know what this little compartment was. There's shelves there. It's not a toilet because there's no hole for it. Might have been a conductor, maybe. Shit. The reason I'm saying shit is because I'm trying to navigate holes and logs. And blackberries are pretty flowers though. Not much left in there either. Reminds me of old hobos. Not that, did we have hobos in Australia? Oh, the old hobo movies where they used to open the door. That's completely rotted away. Pretty much fallen down to nothing. Unfortunately, it looks like it was a carriage. A passenger carriage, I mean. But is no more. Which way do I go? Okay. I'm having to try and navigate cattle tracks and blackberries and slippery slopes. And lots of overgrown weed. Oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't have gone this way. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, these ones where they open up the doors and hop in and catch a lift to wherever. Oh, no, don't even go there, Michael, with a concentration camp train. Alright. Would have been a similar thing though. Ouch, ouch. Blackberries. Oh. I don't think this was the most sensible way to go. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Here you got the old double-decker cattle, sheep, because it's so short. Sheep, pigs. Do they export pigs, live pigs? Probably. Back in the day, I actually got to speak to the fella, the main man that owns this now, as part of the Train Historical Society. I spoke to him today. He gave me the go-ahead to come down here and have a look. Yeah, and he said this train now is pretty much just for parts. I think that's another cattle wagon there. This one here, what is it? Can I go up there? I'll go up this one. I don't know what they are. Very close to the power lines. I know that one's for hauling coal and stuff. Has to be. Alright. Because it's like a container. Ow. Get off there. It's not going to get off there. I'm not going to get up there. Right. You ready for me to break my neck? Here we go. Ouch. Stupid thorny thing. Right. Excuse the camera. Okay. Here we go. If anybody knows better than me, sorry about my camera work right now. This might have been for coal. Big coal loader. I know nothing about trains. Sorry, I really don't. Oh, there you go. While I'm up here. Come on, Michael, you can do it. You can do it. There you go. It's part of the old station. I'd get up on this thing. I don't know how rusty it is. It's going to fall through. The little sign is there. That's the what do you call it? Where they do the levers. Signal box. Is it signal box? Again, excuse my funny camera work, because as you can see, I'm trying to climb up that without breaking my neck. Okay, okay, so we're down. I think some sort of iron ore, don't know, iron ore, coal. Ow, I'm now stuck. Ow. Ouch. Blackberries. Alright, ouch. If anybody knows what blackberry pie is, you'll know that they're very thorny bastards. Well, there you go. Oh. Is that coal? That's just rock. That's just rock. That's just rock. I don't know, for maintaining the track. You can see there's blackberries everywhere. I'm navigating. Ouch, ouch, oh, fuck yeah. No, muddy cow tracks. There you go. It looks too big to go on the tracks. Alright. There you go. I hope you can see that okay. Isn't it cute? The main part of the station's fallen down, unfortunately. There's cattle tracks going in through up under there. I showed you the main part of the train. I don't want to. There you go. See that okay? There you go. Is it a signal box? I think that's what it's called for those things. So huge, if you can see under there. If you can see those going under, so these levers, right, would have moved. Reminds me of Petticoat Junction, this right now. It's not going to move. Fair enough. Would have moved the track to allow other trains. I think that's how you describe it. So that was the main signal box. This was the old part of the station. As you can see, bits of roof and stuff. So yeah, that was the old station proper itself. This was part of the old railway platform. The wood's rotting away pretty much. I'll go down here. Too close to that, otherwise you're just going to hear me saying ow, ow again all the time. Can you see that a bit better over this side? I have no idea what this is going to be like. It looks really dark on my viewfinder. I really do hope it's not that dark when it comes out, otherwise I won't be very happy. Yeah, so you can see there's the platform. There's one line there. There's another line just here. And then you've got, oh shit. And then you've got the line that the train's on. Junction. Is it a junction? Junction point. Terminal. Junction. Terminal's where it finishes, isn't it? Yes. Junction. It was a big concern. He's got the largest, if anybody knows Dorrigo, probably don't. There's a lot of people looking at this from overseas. It's the largest collection of rail carriages and locomotives, engines, steam, diesel, all that sort of stuff. The largest in Australia. And he's been trying for a long time to get a museum up and running. Like there's the volunteer enthusiasts that try and keep the carriages and keep them going. There's only so much they can do. Trying to turn it into a museum. But the Dorrigo Council, in their wisdom, don't want it to happen because they're just, I don't know why they don't want it to happen. Dorrigo is a small little town that's basically dying. It's not doing anything. And this guy who wants to open up the museum, like I said, he's got hundreds of these railway carriages, all different sorts. This, like I said, this one here was 1902, I think he said it was built. He's got some there that were built in 1875 or something or other, I think he said. All different sorts. Even I found out when I was young, I think, I don't know, 12, 13, first started catching the train when I lived in the Blue Mountains in Australia here. I used to catch a train from the mountains, Springwood, up in the Blue Mountains, up near Katoomba. People have heard of Katoomba before, if you're overseas. Down to Sydney, and it was called the Fish and Chips. It was a silver train. They've actually got it. They've got the carriages for this train. Blown away. So happy. And they're wanting to, got sidetracked, wanting to turn it all into a museum, right? And the council won't let them because they want to go green. They want to make everything so sort of, green and national parks and all that sort of stuff. But if you've got, they did some impact study, whatever you call it, of, he told me. It's really hard. Like when you're trying to focus on everything going on and talk and all that sort of stuff, it sort of gets a bit difficult to remember stuff. He was saying that, I think I said 300,000 tourists would, in the first year, this is in the first year of them opening, of coming to see this train museum. Yet the council won't allow it. They're not happy for it to happen. Why would you stop? If you're a dying little town that has nothing going for it anymore, why would you stop something that would draw tourists to your town and provide revenue for your town? Why would you stop it? I don't understand that. Stupid Dorrigo Council. Stupid. It makes no sense to me. That's in the first year of it opening. Could you imagine like after a couple of years of it being open, I'm sure you'd be doubling. You got all these tourists coming into your town, bringing money into your town, staying at your motel, doing all that sort of stuff. But no, they just want to let the town die. Anyway, that's enough of my rambling. You people want me to talk in my videos. It's your own fault. If I go blah, 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 and waffle and carry on like a pork chop, it's your own fault. Sorry, but it is. That's the reason why I kept quiet in the first place. Because I talk shit. I'm full of shit. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, if you love trains, share me around. If you're a train enthusiast, please do share me around to all your friends. This needs to get out to as many people as possible. I've gone into a history phase at the moment. It needs to happen. Too much of our history is just, as you can see, is rotting, and it's rotting away. These bigger historical homesteads as well that should be saved for future generations to see how we first settled the land. All that, it's all just dying. It's just gone. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you do enjoy my videos, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. All right, that's enough of my waffling. Thank you very much.